Hi, Statesmen Nation. We're sitting down with head men's bowling coach Cam Foster as we prepare for the 23-24 season. Coach, before we talk about this season, let's recap last year. You got a conference title, had a run at NAIA Nationals. Just talk about how you felt like the season went.
I think overall last year the team put way too much pressure on themselves. Like, I was glad to see them come together at the end, getting that conference title, but I think there was just a lot of weight on everyone's shoulders because of what the team did the previous year. The previous year's team obviously had a lot of success at ITCs, but all of last season there was just that pressure, the expectation that they needed to meet, and they just never let themselves grow as a team. They kept living in the past. Conference was a glimpse of the team I thought they should have been all year. I was glad to see them come together at that time, but I think that was it, because then we went to sectionals, and we did get that bid to NAI because of conference, but even at NAI, I felt like they felt like they couldn't ever come into their own. They were still trying to look in the past, and they could never come out of it.
Sure. All right. All season wise, talk about recruiting, talk about the things that you're working on to build towards this year.
So recruiting wise, I've brought in a few good talents. One actually going this weekend, Aiden Pyatt, good kid from Idaho. Your neck of the woods, I believe.
Yeah. My wife's
or your wife's
neck of the woods.
That's right. But he's already shown a lot of promise. I mean, all throughout trials, I never saw it if he did it, but he just seemed, he never got down on himself. He kept a cool head. Like, he just had a good, strong mental game, which is, as we know in most sports, especially bowling, is just, you need that because it's just a long, grueling season. Another kid from Bettendorf, Iowa, I foresee him getting some opportunities somewhere along the line. He's got a lot of good talent. Noah Kidwell, I see him getting an opportunity somewhere this season to step up to the plate. Things that we've done as a coaching staff just to get better is just, we brought in an outsider to be our GA. She came from SCAD, Pam, and she's just bringing a lot of championship mentality to the team, a lot of good change that I feel like our programs needed to get stronger and better. So just trying to get rid of some of the old dog tricks that we always did. It's just adding new tricks just to keep getting us better. So those are some things that we've done just to keep getting our program to be better.
Definitely. All right, let's break down the roster. You guys have a lot of returners, some people that maybe haven't been in that position to, excel at the varsity level. I mean, you lost some key seniors last year. Some people are going to get an opportunity that have been in the program and, going to be put in the spotlight. So let's talk about some of these returners and, some of those key guys.
Some of the key guys right off the bat, the guy that came in and impressed right off the bat last year was Connor Featherston. He brought in a lot of experience just being on a team, getting a bowl for his own country. So just having that team experience was huge. So I think just again bringing that in this year is going to help. The returners like Jared, he's just been proven to be not only a leader off the lanes but on the lanes. Like, he's just an overall full package. Colton. Those are some of my returners that were consistently varsity the last few years. Bryce was varsity all last year. I think Bryce, again, he's one that's going to be there. Some of the guys that haven't got the opportunities that I'm foreseeing, again, probably getting there more this year, like Garrity. Garrity is one that he has put in so much work since we've been here. He's one that kind of entrusted us as coaches. We broke his game down from start to finish, and showing that hard work pays off, because last year he started seeing some varsity spots. Ultimately, end of the year, just some things that didn't quite get him there. This year he won our trials to earn his spot outright. So he's going just off his peer performance and trust in the coaches.
Sure. All right. You talked a little bit about the newcomers. Anybody else that you wanted to slip in there as well? I mean, obviously some new faces that we don't know about.
The other new faces, Matt Smith, he's another kid that came from Idaho. He's another one that just with the right direction, I foresee him getting molded into a great player all around. Just between us coaches, we're just going to help mold him and get him there. I had a couple other kids, same thing, just kind of going to help coach them and just help them get better in hopes that we can get them on a spot somewhere along the line, whether it's a JV spot or whatever it is.
Right, definitely. All right, schedule-wise, looks fairly similar to what we've done in the past. I know you guys are throwing in some like NAIA only events, but what are some of the events that you're going to showcase that, like, all right, this is where we really need to step up. This is how we're going to find out who we are.
Honestly, right off the bat, I mean, I know we're starting tough right off the bat with 2 big tier 1s, but just to try to eliminate the thoughts that our teams had in the past, and just gonna go in this weekend, just go have fun, 0 expectations to start. Like, let's just go out and have fun. Like, because in my perspective, I believe what we do now doesn't dictate what we do postseason. So everything right now is just to help build this confidence. So I'm just gonna tell everyone to go out there, big reset from last year is go out there, 0 expectations basically to start, and then I think like Kirsten hit it, is Vegas is probably a good point to start really measuring up to see where we're at, what we need to work on, because Vegas is about halfway through the season.
Yep.
And now we're starting to get closer to crunch time. So I think Vegas is probably where we'll start definitely taking a little bit more seriously on things. But right now, I just want my guys to have fun.
Sure.
That's something I think they forgot about last year.
Right. You said, the highlight of last year was winning conference. So let's talk about conference and where, the Statesmen kind of fit into the mix. Go ahead.
Honestly, I think we're still in the mix. I know we lost, obviously, the player of the year. We lost Jason last year, but I mean, we still got Connor, we still got Jared, who were all conference. We got those sneaky guys like Bryce that I think should be there. I think if Aiden continues to impress, Aiden's one that I can see being up there in the all conference talk. I just think it's getting William Penn's always been dominant in our conference for the last few years. I think the last 2 years for sure, the competition's rising to us.
Sure.
Culver for sure has landed a lot of really good talent. Just as long as they come together, I think Culver's going to actually be a pretty good threat on the men's side this year. Peru State, they always seem to be a dog in the fight. Those are the 2 that off the top of my head I know they're always there. I mean, I know Baker and Grandview always are there.
Right.
Obviously, Grandview ousted us 2 years ago, so not saying that they're not. Those are Culver and Peru are the only 2 that off the top of my head I think are getting the talent that are going to keep fighting for us.
Right. All right, let's put a bow on it. What's it going to take for the team to succeed? Obviously, you're talking, early on, no pressure. Let's just have fun. But as you go along, what are you looking for the team to do?
Confidence. That's basically every time I talk to them is like just build confidence in yourselves, because you wouldn't be going to these tournaments if I didn't have confidence in you. Right. So it's just trying to get them to believe in themselves, because I truly believe that this is one of the talented teams that William Penn has seen, and now it's just time for them to believe it themselves. So confidence is all I'm asking out of them this year.
There you go. Awesome. All right, once again, Cam Foster, head men's bowling coach here at William Penn. The season starts this Saturday and Sunday, Midwest Collegiate Championship in Wisconsin. Long season coming down the pipe. There's a lot of tournaments that we'll keep you informed about on statesmanathletics.com, all of our social media channels. Make sure to download our app as well. But Coach, best of luck this year, and we're excited.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.